Live. Hi, and welcome to Gay Out the City. I'm your host, Prince Electro Diamond, and today I am here with one of the best asses on Twitter and Instagram, my friend, Mr. Pops. How you doing today, Ben?
I'm lovely, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I know it's been so long.
Yes. You're talking about 2 months now, aren't you?
What? Since the last time we talked?
On here. Yeah.
You said
God,
two. No,
I don't even know what month we're in now. In July?
we're almost in August.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I'm tired. It's like 9:30 here.
It's like I know the times ain't that different between America and the UK. Like,
I wouldn't even know. Oh, God, yeah, so much happened since the last time I was here with you.
yeah,
That's bleeding accounts getting deleted and everything.
that's literally my first question. So, what was it like for you having to rebuild your Instagram from the ground up again?
Oh, I think because this is like the 8th time, maybe more. It was a lot easier than the previous ones, but it's still so gutting because I keep getting so far with it and then plummet again. So now I'm back. It was going a lot better than it did the 8th time I had the account.
Well, it's because you also show your fucking dick. Like,
no, never. Well, I've learned now that maybe Twitter's the best place for
yes, duh.
But even saying that though, I've not done it on this account, on my Instagram account, and I'm still already getting loads of reports. I've had 2 today alone.
For what? Are you serious?
The one today was for the video. I don't know if you remember it, where I was sat on this chair actually, and I had like the blue underwear on, and like I kind of put the camera down, but then like I opened my legs, and then there's my bulge. I still don't get it. It was just a bulge. So yeah, that one's gone for good. I'm not going to learn.
Well, this is like... Well, first of all, you're being the biggest tease. Like, I know at some point you're going to start OnlyFans. Like, you're just being the biggest fucking tease in the world. Like,
I put that up on my story today, that OnlyFans is starting. I've literally about 2-3 hours ago, I've put
I saw that.
To start it. So that is coming up soon. Very soon, hopefully. I need to just learn.
Well, yeah, and like with collabs, I can literally tell you who I think you should collab with first.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah, but you're in America though.
Well, then come to fucking America. Let's finally meet in person. Like,
yeah, finally. I mean, all for it, but yeah,
that's not true. That's not true. I know somebody in the UK who's on OnlyFans.
One person so far who's going to do a load of content with. It's no one that's on Instagram or anything like that. But that's like a good start. Yeah, no, but it's like I'm going to open it up straight away with loads of videos. I'm just going all out this time.
Well, no. Well, wait. If they're not on Instagram, how the fuck are they advertising? Like,
I need them to advertise. My Twitter's going really good recently.
Yeah.
No, they're just like an anonymous person. I'll get loads and loads of content out of them, and then start.
Well, okay.
The UK.
In the UK, my recommendation, as far as I know, they collab with people would be Sean Roberts.
Is he the one with a massive ass?
No, he's kind of like a twink.
I know there is one called Sean, and I think he's married, but he does loads of OnlyFans. He's got a huge ass. He'll put me to shame.
Well, wait, does he have like a big following?
Oh yeah, huge, massive. So I'm going to have to wait a few years before I get to that level. Yeah.
Well, that's my UK suggestion. My American suggestion is you just come here and you've seen my interviews with DeMilo, right?
I've gone through a load of your interviews, but only the ones that are on. I'm shy with names. Only the ones that are on Instagram so far.
Yeah, well, I interviewed. He's the one he's the last guest I had on.
Right.
He performed. He performed one of his songs when they performed one of their songs when they were here.
I'll do it. I'll do everything.
Yeah. I don't want to get canceled for being like non-binary exclusionary. First of all,
Oh no.
the bitch is my fucking friend and doesn't care about labels, even though they are non-binary. They don't mind being called he. So
Right. Okay.
y'all want to come?
I've not seen that interview yet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah. He's. First of all, I will say this. I cannot sexualize them because I've interviewed them. It's weird. It's like once I've interviewed somebody, like there are certain exclusions to this, but like overall, I can't sexualize people once I interview them because it's like I get to know them.
Right. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that problem.
Well, of course not. That's why everyone's probably like, "Oh, he gets to sit there and talk to attractive people." I'm like, "Yeah," but that means, yeah.
I think one day we should have our own like morning show. Like Instagram Live. I mean, it wouldn't be morning because for you it'd be morning. For me, it'd be bleeding 11 o'clock at night or something, whatever it is. But I think we should.
Wait. No, okay. Hold on. I'll do the math. So, if we theoretically did this at like 9 a.m. my time, it'd be 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you.
Oh, that's easy. Oh, we should do that. We should do it.
Well, today in the morning I was busy. I went to go see the Barbie movie.
Have you been see it?
Yeah, I went to go see it today.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I don't know why. It's
What,
really not my thing. I've never been I shouldn't say it. I've never been a fan of Margot Robbie though. I think she's the most beautiful person ever going, but yeah, nah.
Well, she's not playing. Okay, here's the thing: she's not playing a real person. She's playing a caricature. It's not like she has to go like deep. There's no like deep story arc. Well, there's no like deep acting in this movie. She's playing fucking Barbie. Like,
yeah, no, I still won't be into it. I don't think. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, it's.
I want a live action man mixed with Magic Mike. Action Man, but in a Magic Mike.
Yeah.
That's what I don't watch.
See, I wasn't originally going to go see it either, but I got convinced by somebody that I should go see it, and I'm like, fine.
Was it actually good?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
I've got a few people that want to go as well. Like, we just went to Nando's before, and the car park outside the cinema was rammed full of people going to watch it.
Well, that's the thing. You're in Manchester, right?
Yeah.
So chances are, because Manchester's theoretically like a city,
yeah,
it might be booked up for a while.
Yeah, I'm a horror person. That's probably the main reason why I won't go. I just love horrors. I'll go and watch all that kind of stuff, but nothing that I actually have to sit through and not be scared of. I need to be.
Oh wait, you're a horror person? I could recommend like. So okay, are you specifically like slasher film, or are you more like? You're fine with suspenseful thrillers.
Yeah, all of it. Slasher film, that started me off with it as a kid because Scream.
Yeah.
So, but then after that, absolutely any type. I'm just one of them. Do you know one of them that doesn't like? Who gets bored of the jump scares? I get.
Okay. Well, I can recommend a movie. It's a little bit of an older movie. It's called Truth. It stars Brent Corrigan.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it's
Instagram me this because I need to watch something new.
Yeah, well, basically, the story is he ends up going on a date with this guy, and then all of a sudden he finds out he has a wife, and then he like snaps.
Oh. No, I've never seen this in my life. Yeah,
no.
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I've had nothing recently. I've been too busy recently making my own movies.
But you make 30-second movies, bitch. Like,
well, I make quite long movies, and then I like crop it down to what I think people actually want to watch. So then you've got the 30 seconds there. But really, they're over 10 minutes long, most of them.
See, I do the 10-minute long because, especially with these interviews, I want to like capture you in the first 10 minutes and then get you to go view it somewhere else.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's why when we did the last one, I was putting clips of our
Yeah.
chats up on the Instagram story, so I was just like,
Yeah.
it was hilarious at the same time.
Yes, because Lord knows when you get the two of us together, one of us is bound to say something problematic.
I do, after these are finished, these interviews, I do sit there and go, I've said some shit there. I can't take any of it back. And then I'm on pins for ages.
But again, why the fuck should you take any of it back? Like,
yeah. I have a friend though that I'm like, as soon as this is finished, whenever you upload it, I send it to them and go, watch that before I do. Tell me anything. Give me the minute. I get a message back going, no, you're all fine. You're fine.
Okay, so do most people assume you're a bottom because you take pics of your ass so much?
Yeah. Definitely. I suppose I go more that way than anything else, but yeah, 100%. I think people are a bit shocked when I turn around and I'm like, right, I'm a topping. What the fuck? No.
I thought you said you were verse. Like, that's what you told me last time.
Yeah, but I think because I advertise my ass so much, people won't let me be verse anymore. It's like I've solely advertised my ass instead of any other asset. And when I do bleed and advertise my bulge and everything, it gets bleeding took down. So
yeah.
Guess I'm just gonna have to be a bottom for the rest of my life.
No, just fuck me. I'll go verse. Here's the. I will say this. I topped recently. Like. Because my friends with benefits, who I had been like screwing around with for years, said the last time he sent me like pictures of like him in a thong, and he's like, "I want you to fuck me." I'm like, "Okay."
Fat dudes.
Yeah, so I did, and then I had difficulty walking after I topped, so I'm like, I forgot how fucking hard this was.
Wait, normally it's the other way around, isn't it?
I was going in, like I was.
You made it a full-on workout.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know. Do you know what? Now you've made me think how much effort I put into. Yeah, no, definitely. Maybe I should start wearing my Fitbit. That'll be able to tell. I've never had a friends with benefits before.
How?
No, never.
Really?
Yeah, that's a bit shit, isn't it? I need
to see, in truth, because I will say, no, it's okay. I don't know how to say this without sounding racist. I am in a predominantly white area, and considering I mostly fuck black guys because that's who I can usually get to like be interested, I have to have a friends with benefits because it's like.
Isn't that what Grindr's for, though?
Well, again, in Grindr, they're all far. Well, here's the thing: they're all far away. Like he's like 2 towns over from the town that I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, so it's right. See, here is city centre. So when you're on Grindr, every single time that you refresh it, there's someone new, just like a kilometer away or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that I can't. It's finding specifically black and Latino people. I'm surrounded by white people. That's the problem.
See, with me, they need to have a knob, and then I'm fine then. I'm absolutely
like.
No, actually, that's a lie. Yeah, no, that's a lie.
Like, see, there's the thing. Like, overall, like, it's not like I won't fuck white guys. Like I'd let you fuck me. Your dick's big enough. Like,
there you go. You told you that.
I've seen it.
I put one up on bloody Twitter the other day and then took it down straight away. I'm an idiot. It was a slow-mo one of me on a coffee table. Took it down straight away.
What were you doing? Okay, I didn't even see the video. I just okay, let me put it this way. I can tell from the impression that your dick's big enough.
It's what?
The impression, like the imprint.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Still, I'm going to start advertising it more. It's because someone turned around to me and said, don't put as many like dick pics and videos up, because then if you do go into OnlyFans, people aren't going to want to follow you because they're getting it all anyway for free on your Twitter. And I'm like, that makes no sense because that's advertising to me.
Well, if that's what it depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You're trying to do collabs, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they're seeing your dick and they're seeing you, here's what I would recommend: start doing videos of you like dildoing yourself.
Mm.
That's the way you're gonna get people interested in you.
I do have a massive collection. And stinky. I was really sorry about. I just had a message then from a roommate going, "You do have a friends with benefits." Then them 2 eye emojis. So, sorry. So
see, I have some. I don't like them. I'd rather have the real thing, but that's just me.
What, like relationship?
No, as in like relationship, please. I'm not doing that because I know at some point I'm gonna move. I want to move within the next year. I'm tired of living in this state. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Is your heart still set on LA? No, it wasn't LA with you, was it?
Well, Atlanta's where I'm planning on moving next. I might move out to LA.
Mine's London. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
No, I told you need to move to America. You told me you want to become a go-go dancer. I told you last time you got to move to America.
I will at some point. I will. Well, the thing is America's just as fucked up as the UK at the minute, so I'm kind of in between a hard place and a rock anyway. I don't know which one to go for.
Well, who cares? You'll get tipped lots of money. Like,
that's true. Aren't the tips though that you get over there like, are they just $1 bills?
No.
Oh.
No. There's
okay, I'll be over there tomorrow.
No, there are people who get like 5s and 10s. I've interviewed go-go dancers. They told me that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'll come. Oh, we don't get that. We don't have £1 notes here, so we can't.
Yeah.
And plus, people are really stingy with the money here, so I don't think I'd get that much as any type of dancer here.
No, I would have to say you'd have to be in New York or LA.
Yeah.
And that's after I move to Atlanta, I'm going to move to either one of the two.
I'm definitely going to come over one day. It's on my bucket list. I've got to do it. But, yeah, it's actually affording to get there and starting up and everything. I can't even afford to live here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want a roommate because of the fact that, like, they would, like, slow down my ability to get dudes. But
do you think
having a roommate, absolutely. However, if like you were my roommate and we agreed to fuck each other, I'd have no problem with that because that avoids the problem.
We've never had this problem here. I remember having roommates back in in the city centre. Having roommates over there, and you just hear them at it every single night. And then be absolutely fine. Like, you bring it back tomorrow. We also had to put rules in though, like, don't let it be just any random person off of Grindr, get to know them first, because I didn't want all my possessions getting robbed. But yeah, it never stopped us.
What?
Yeah.
Because
there was one time when I was on the couch, I was watching TV, and my flatmate and whoever he brought back, massively drunk, going at it in the room. I passed out asleep on the couch. But then the person that he brought back must have been way, way too drunk and come and got on the couch with me, thinking that was him. Woke up with some stranger behind me. I was like, I love this. New boyfriend. Nothing happened though.
Oh, okay. I was like, you woke up to being fucked. I'm pretty sure that's rape. Like,
that has happened before, but that's because I requested it. So,
what?
Mm-hmm.
You requested that somebody wake you up by fucking you.
Yeah, my ex did it in Paris, and then did it here a lot.
You're dating. That doesn't count. Well, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking like just some random stranger just on Grindr. I'm gonna leave the front door open. Can you come in and just? No, I'm not saying that.
No, I've never done that. I have woken somebody up by sitting on their face before. That I have done.
Brilliant. Why?
Because they asked for it. Like,
That's brilliant. I was going to ask what was the reaction, but I guess that you don't know.
no, here was the thing. I texted, I'm like, do you want this? And if the answer is yes, then like it's fair game.
Because consent is very sexy.
I have never done anything non-consensually. As someone who has been taken advantage of twice, I don't know. No.
Yeah, no, same. No. Not me. I'm trying to think if anyone's done that the other way around, but no. Living in the UK is all a blur anyway. I'm always just too drunk to remember my encounters. When my flatmate always asks me about dicks that I've had and stuff, I'm like, I don't know. I generally have a mental block on anything sexual. We could shag, and within 10 minutes after, I'd forget what happened.
So wait, do you only have sex when you're drunk?
No, God, no.
Oh, okay, because I'm like,
it's just I delude myself into thinking that I'm better at it when I'm drunk. But that's just because equally I can't remember it still.
See, I like being coherent. Like, granted, I've only been drunk twice. Yeah, 2 times.
You said this last time, and that really shocks me because, as a Brit, I think I've only been sober 2 times. Like, yeah, this is a regular occurrence for us. The last 2 interviews that I did with you, I was drinking whiskey while we were talking.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been on water. No, kind of, yeah.
Well, apparently it doesn't change the way that you are.
No. No, we need alcohol just to get through the weather alone. We're all drunk, so.
Well, it's also because, like, some people say, like, I have to drink. There's so much going on in the world. I'm like, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Like, I will say this. I have not started watching the news. Okay, so I found out I had been watching this news network for years. I trusted them everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they started going on transphobic attacks. I'm like, I have to back out of this. No.
Yeah.
I was giving them $5 a month. I said, I'm taking my money back. Like, no.
Yeah.
I do not agree with this. Like,
what the hell? What? I don't understand what that is. I was going to say that's massive recently, as though it's a trend or something. But that's all I ever see on stuff like TikTok and everything. It's people debating trans and stuff, and I'm like, it's the weirdest thing that I can't get my head around, that someone would debate a natural part of someone's life. You shouldn't be able to debate that.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's all it is. Every 2 minutes when I go on Instagram, it's should trans people be allowed to do this? Should be allowed to do that? Yes, fuck off. Leave them alone.
See, and my whole thing is, I've wanted to interview more trans people. I can't get anybody. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I've interviewed one trans person, not by choice. They're the only ones who agreed to come on.
Yeah.
And
there's no massive, I might be completely wrong as well, but there's, out of the low representation that there already is as well, could be wrong, but I always see a lot less representation as well of trans men. It's like, to me, from what I see, it's like all the focal point is on trans women.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm on and people are just like on TikTok and like they're degrading them, or they're, like I said, they're having debates on the lives and all that shit. It's it's majority of the time aimed at trans women. And I'm like,
because they're trying to make it seem as if trans women are predators.
Yeah.
That doesn't, like, just the whole trans men thing doesn't go against their narrative of,
yeah,
that's why there's more stuff about women. But it's like, I followed a few trans men. Like, I have. Again, like, that's my goal at some point. Although I did actually have this argument with my drag sister who was like, so when you do these interviews, you're going to talk about all the surgeries and everything like that. I'm like, no. Like, no.
No.
That's what everybody else is doing. That's why when I interviewed, That's why when I interviewed Arise Wanzer and like I was talking to her, she was so glad that I didn't even bring any of that up.
I remember seeing an interview with the woman that is, again, I'm terrible with names. The woman that is in Orange Is the New Black, and she had an interview on, I think it was Wendy Williams, not the woman, not the actor. I think she had an interview on Wendy Williams, and she turned around on there and said, "Why is it every single time that when a trans woman is being interviewed, it's one of the first things that's brought up is the surgery that they've undergone and everything? It's like there's a lot more to being trans than just the transition."
Well, yeah. I mean, if Katie Couric famously had Carmen Carrera on, and she literally like asked her if she still had a dick. I'm like,
oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. It's like, how do you think that that's okay?
It's,
like,
they are so narrow-minded when it comes to things like that. Like, because it's been their way of talking for so long that they find it so acceptable, and that they think that they can do that on live TV. There's a trans. Can I call her an activist? There's a trans woman on. I will find her name and I will send it to you. So if we're ever on again, we can talk about more. She's bleeding amazing. She has her own website now where she does the running statistics of. It's in America, of basically sex crimes and stuff, but it's a reaction to the amount of bullshit that people have been saying on social media, where it's that narrative you was talking about when they're saying that trans and being pedophiles, being predators, blah, 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 blah. And it's so interesting because she's getting it off of government websites, but it's like now she's like week 18 or something. I could be wrong. She's into a lot of weeks into it. And already there's been hundreds of cases, and she gets every single one of them. She doesn't miss one. And she's very truthful with it all. Like, if there is a person from our LGBT community, she will list them in it. And out of it is like 2. But the rest is just predators that are in the church, in police, in politics, blah, blah, the whole way through.
Yeah.
But still, we're talking like week 18, 19, whatever it is, still not one trans person on that list anywhere. And it's like, and still you're going to push this bullshit narrative.
No, because they were able to find, going to like mass shootings. They were able to find one trans person who shot, and like that was the narrative they went with. I'm like, so what's the excuse for the other 800,000 people who have shot people?
Yeah. It is like, so bizarre. Because before that trans woman who did that as well, there was school shootings literally the week before and weeks before that as well. And when they was advertised, when they was reported on, it was very minimal about the shooter, and it was all obviously, oh God, the way I was setting that up then sounds awful. Very minimal on the shooter and more to do with these poor kids and everything, which absolutely. However, when it comes to the trans woman, the kids were left out of it. It was because she was trans. Fuck off. No. This is because the deeply troubled individuals that do stuff like that had nothing to do with the sexuality, gender, or whatever.
Right.
Ugh. I hate the media. That's why I don't watch it. I stay away from it completely.
Well, you at least pay attention around like election time, right?
No. No.
You don't vote?
I'll be honest, the only thing that I've voted for, I'm going to change. It's because I'm not educated, and I've stupidly not educated myself on it as much as I should do. I'm going to make change with that. But the only thing that I've voted on was Brexit, for us to not leave the EU, and that went wrong. So that kind of like a bit. See,
I have to, like, this is the thing that I hate, and you probably hate this about politics too. It's like there is no good choice. It's like,
no, it's not. Yeah, absolutely, there's not.
It's literally like, especially in America, it's like I have to choose between the two clowns in the Republican Party who are Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, both who are horrible,
Yeah.
or Joe Biden, who's half dead. Like,
we just have, well, same over there. We just have liars. Yeah. Well, and even the ones that are, it is literally the pick of the best devil, basically.
Right.
Trying to get in. It's awful because it'll be the campaigns roll up and everyone's promising that they're going to make our lives better with this, make our lives better with that. They get put in power, whatever. And then a year later, we're even worse off than we ever was. So, I've lost faith in it. I don't. They're all just as bad as each other.
Right.
I need Cher or someone like that.
That's why you should move to America.
Lesser two evils.
Well, because here's the thing: America's shit, but like they'll like put out all this stuff to like distract you from it.
Yeah, I've got to say, when it comes up to the elections in America, I actually do tune in and watch because on the when they're doing counting all the votes, it's actually really fun to watch because you just make it like into a full-on sports review and stuff. It's like we're going to go over to this state, we're going to go over to that state. Here, it's just a bunch of old decrepit people that are next to death anyway, stood on podiums, and then that's it. Then we get some absolute knob in to run the country for a while. Shite.
Yeah. Okay, we have to make things less serious now.
Why did you bring politics into it?
Well, believe me, we're gonna. Because I have to have ebbs and flows in this. We're gonna be on here a while. I can't just have fun the whole time. So like, so would you ever consider getting your ass done?
What, like bigger?
Yeah, as in like either like fat transfers or like implants.
Ooh. There was a time that I'd say yeah, but after I've actually met people in person. As fantastic as they look, I don't think it's for me. I don't think. I've always been any part of the body. I don't think I'd get done. I'm just a bit too afraid of it, and because you'd be able to tell that it's not real.
That's not if you just did fat transfer, that looks natural.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying. I've been doing the gym now, so I'm trying to see what it's going to look like after a few months of this. If it still looks what I consider shit after a few months of going to the gym, yeah, I'll get a fat transfer or something.
Well, here's the thing. What am I gonna say? Your ass isn't bad. Your ass isn't bad. Like I
think it's that thing when you're thinking about your own body, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
For some reason, I hate 99% of my body. So, yeah, actually, I'm probably lying. I'll probably get all of it done. Come to think of it, I'm gonna go and get a holiday to Turkey and get everything on the cheap. New nose. Oh, actually, I'm getting my teeth done as we speak. Yeah, I'm lying to you.
I swear to God, you fucking attractive people always are like, I have body insecurities. I have all.
It's because there's always someone out there that you see as more attractive than you. So it's like, as long as that Henry Cavill or Henry Cavill or whatever the fuck he's called is on this earth, then I'm always going to be thinking this. I'm going to have surgery done.
You could be a model. Like, you could literally be a model. Like, what's...
I'm too lazy for it. Plus, I don't know where to start. I'm stuck in the job that I'm in now. That's why I'm going to start an OnlyFans so I can potentially get out.
Well, this is where you start. Again, as I told you before, move out of the UK.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when a fucking banana or apple at the minute is costing me about £4, which I don't know what that is over there. I do need to move out of it. I'm not going to get anywhere. I mean, shitloads of debt.
Here's what... Okay, you have to think about it this way. All of your greatest... Well, I'm not going to say all of your greatest, because you've had some shit that you've imported over here. But, like,
Oh, all right. For
Yeah.
some reason, I thought you was talking about the content, and I was like,
No.
What pictures?
I'm talking about the UK. I'm talking about the UK. Like,
Yeah.
theoretically, yes, you brought us Adele, but you also brought us James Corden. So, I mean, like...
And we're not taking him back. Keep him. Don't need him back.
I don't... See, my goal is... Here's the thing. Now that I theoretically do their job...
Yeah.
Which is technically what I do, I look at my shit, I'm like... I am so fucking critical of interviews right now, like... If I see somebody, like, ask a shit question, I'll X out of the interview. I'm like, if I had this person on, I would ask them the question that you're not asking them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There has been interviewers, and mainly American ones. I think we've got the likes of Graham Norton here, who's always been able to do really well with it. But yeah, I've seen some shit interviews.
Well, it's because Graham Norton... Poor man, just lost another one of his jobs.
Is that?
Yeah, he was the host of Queen of the Universe, and they just canceled it.
I didn't even know. I
Yeah.
didn't even know what Queen of the Universe was.
Okay, so Queen of the Universe was basically Paramount Plus's answer to, like, having a singing competition for drag queens.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
no shit.
I know. And see, that's part of the problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That gay people didn't watch the show, and that's why I got canceled.
I don't even watch TV. So
it was on Paramount Plus. It's not on TV.
Yeah,
it wasn't on TV.
It?
Yeah.
Don't do it. I wait for things that I can illegally download, and then I watch it that way.
I don't watch TV, please.
Oh God, no. I'm too busy making content.
That's why I was back when so I told you I switched jobs. Like when I was working a residential like side of business, like troubleshooting and customer care and all that. These people were paying like $155 for cable, and I'm like, why?
There's dodgy websites that you can go on to get it all for free.
It's
that way if you want to watch some of it.
I'm like, and they're trying to tell me I need my TV channels. I'm like, we'll talk to somebody who's older. I don't get the point you bought.
I think the only thing I use my TV for is either doing games because I wanted to get into Switch, or to screen mirror my phone onto it so I can see what my ass looks like as I'm taking videos.
What?
Yeah, that's how I get the videos that I do.
Well, okay. Do they have Roku's over in the UK?
What's that?
They're like this thing that you buy to like stream YouTube and Netflix and all that on your TV.
No, you just do it from your phone.
See, yeah. we have that in America. It's not that much money. I have one of those. It's what I use to like watch YouTube and all that.
Oh no, just I'm confused. The TVs come with it here?
Well, okay, yes, TVs come with it in America too.
Oh right, okay.
I just happen to not like to buy TVs where there, because in America, I don't know what they cost in the UK. They cost like $500 here.
TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was cheap.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I have like my two TVs where I just bought like separate streaming devices for. I paid $132 for.
Oh, I just buy them out of a catalog and pay monthly until it's paid off. That's why my house looks like a fucking cinema. All the screens, all the TVs are way too big for the rooms. But like I said, it helps me take better pictures. I need to remember to actually disconnect my phone from it though, because there has been a time that roommate's been in and been taking pictures, and it was just a widescreen TV of my body in a different room. It's basically a live porn shoot.
Well, what's wrong with that? That's you basically telling your roommate like come and get it. Like,
I've never been good with technology like that though. I remember a time that I was working as a chef. We had a break, so I walked out after cooking and I had my phone connected to the speaker who was playing the radio while we was all cooking. And my phone was still connected to it, but I took a quick 15-minute break to go to the toilet and watch some Twitter
Porn.
videos. And it was on loudspeaker, and the wall was like a big, massive, you call it a passe. It was like a big, massive open square, so everyone in the restaurant could looking at the chefs cooking at the time. So they was all having a delightful meal while listening to people raw dogging it. Not long after. I've been shit with jobs.
Really? Well, actually, yeah. I only last about like 4 years at a job. Actually, I only like doing things for 4 years. I found out.
I think I'd be the same. I get very bored of the repetitiveness. The only thing is, as well, though, is that I'm very much like really afraid to, not really afraid, probably just laziness. Do you know, trying new things?
Right.
Like, I've never had an interview in my life. I've only got jobs through knowing someone who works in it that they go, oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I never had an interview. So then I know that if I'm in a job, I'm in that job until I get fired because I'm not applying for a new one anywhere.
Well, okay. Have you had to suck a boss's dick in order to keep your job?
Not in order to keep the job, but yeah.
Work. So, so is there any talent you have that people don't know that you have?
No, I show it all on Instagram. Yeah, no.
That's not well. Well, I don't know. You suck dick on Instagram, like.
Yeah, that's why I'm on the 8th account. No, I mean doing like the flexible shit and all that. Oh yeah, no, actually, there's tons. I'm an artist and everything.
Yeah.
I just don't show it.
Oh, really? I didn't.
People don't want to see my artwork and stuff. They just want to see.
If you had a separate account, they would.
Yeah, maybe. There's an amazing. Do you see it on the story today? The guy who's put the drawing up of.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I need to remember his name. He is amazing. He's done one of me as the devil. For some reason, he knows what I'm into. He knows me well. So I'm gonna marry that man one day. I love when people do that. Don't know why, it makes me feel a little bit special.
What, draw you?
Yeah. Feel like that red-haired bitch on Titanic.
See, I can't draw for shit. Like I have like many talents. Drawing is not one of them.
No. It's the patience thing in it, but then I say drawing, I can draw, but mainly it's just doing it on the computer. So a lot of people would argue that I have no talent because doing it on the computer is easy as shit.
Well, what was it? I work near this like girl who's like a bisexual artist. So like, I had her like so Delilah, who I was talking about earlier. Like they have gotten into painting recently, and I'm like, I want your thoughts about this person. And then like she was scrolling through it, and then I forgot he had one sketch on there where it was like a picture of like a like guy with like an erect dick. And she's like, we're at work. I'm like, I forgot about that.
I've got an amazing friend at work that show him all that kind of stuff. He isn't phased now. He was a really down and out Christian, like very prim and proper. Now I've turned him into filth. It's my effect. I show him pictures of like really random porn.
That's what we're. Well, okay. I'm gonna tell everyone the truth. Gay men are degenerates. Like that's.
100%. Oh, there's nothing that really bad. Whenever we meet up for chats and everything, he's like, right, who have you shagged now? I'm like, wouldn't you like to know? Then I get out my list.
Yeah, see, like this bitch has a list. Like I have a friends with benefits, so it's like one person. I haven't.
I've had straight people before and been genuinely shocked. I mean, I suppose they might be getting on a bit, but when I've been in work and they've, yeah, I did it last month at some point. I'm like, fuck off. Last month, mine would have been healed up if it was last month.
See, there was a point when I was like really busy doing this that I didn't have time for sex. I was too fucking busy. Like,
oh god, no. Actually, my flatmate is probably going to be pissing himself laughing if he hears this in the room now, because there is some times where I'll be like, no, leave me alone. You don't want to be touched.
Well, do you? Okay, this is my question. Do you have sex with your flatmate or no?
Yeah. Today. Yeah, today.
Work!
Today and yesterday. That's where most of my content's going to be coming from on OnlyFans. He was like, I'll buy a balaclava for you. I went, you're so sweet, aren't you? Thank you.
See, work. Like, I find nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah. Why not? You got it. Am I also backwards in thinking that if I ever had, like, say if I wasn't living with a flatmate now, I've always thought my flatmate would have to be gay. I don't know why, but they would have to be
well,
gay.
clearly if you're fucking your roommates, obviously they have to be gay.
Yeah.
Or they have to be like the guy who's like, I'm straight, but for you.
I'd fall in love with them though, and then I would that would be my life gone because I'd be obsessing over a straight person. I couldn't do that. I couldn't have a straight person because I could not walk in and see them watching football and be like, oh well, this no. Over.
We'll see.
Or a straight woman. I could have a straight woman.
What?
Yeah, I could have a straight woman, I think.
Then what are you gonna do? Bring a bisexual guy home and you two are gonna share? I mean, like,
that'd be fun.
You are such a fucking pig. Like,
no, we're just standing in the background, like clapping, saying you're doing a really good job.
I fucking love you, bitch.
Let me see.
See, that's
I could do that definitely. Well, if I'm doing OnlyFans, I'm gonna have to one day.
What?
Like getting like a bisexual three-way or something.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Why not?
You would have sex with a woman?
Yeah, I tried to. No, yeah, of course I would.
You're out of your bloody fucking mind. Like, seriously, like, no.
At least I could say that I've done it.
Ew.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'd do that, definitely.
I don't. It's like, first of all, I've never had sex with a woman, so it's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on down there.
Like, just looking at it like, is that right? Is that what it's like? Missing something there. Yeah, no, I'd be up for that. I've one of them people that's got a friend as well that I'm like, if I'm not married at this age, then
okay.
So it might be a reality one year that I'm in a straight relationship. So
I'm not talking to you at that point.
No more interviews.
No, okay, fine. If you wanted to, as long as you didn't say I was straight, like I could still talk to you. I don't mind. I don't mind bisexual people. Like,
okay. No, I couldn't. Wait, that's like it'd be a choice. Though. Yeah, I could never convert to straight.
no, ew.
Well,
here's
what would happen. Would it be like convert to straight and then instantly start wearing shit clothes, cargos? Start watching football and other manly stuff.
But is football then? Well, okay. The UK's version of football is manly, kind of manly.
Oh,
the
they go mad for it over here. Like they will literally burn down your house.
the American version of football is the most homoerotic fucking shit ever. Like,
That's rugby for us. That
yeah,
whenever I say to people, I bloody love rugby, they know instantly. Like, yeah, but not for the game. I'm like, no, it's because these men in tiny white shorts.
that's
That could
why
all
like that's like who is it when the Super Bowl comes on? Like people talk about like I'm like I don't watch the game.
I watched the 15-minute interval with Beyonce in it.
Yes,
Yeah, why not?
that is like any gay who's like I'm watching the Super Bowl for the game. I'm like no the fuck you aren't, bitch.
I've
Like
not
stop
watched
lying.
well, I've not watched one now since Lady Gaga threw herself off a roof, and I went, I'm not going to see anything like that again. So no
Well,
watching
let's
anymore.
see.
Who else is well, like Cher coming in on a car on fire or something? No one's going to talk.
See, Sharon needs to be. I know who's next year. Next year is Miley Cyrus, which I think that won't.
I go through stages of liking her and not.
Well, I mean, Rihanna wasn't bad this year.
Oh yeah, I liked it,
Yeah.
but it's not one that I've watched over and over and over again. Like
No, I haven't
Beyonce's
either.
one. Yeah, Beyonce's one.
Of course.
I could do the whole routine by the amount of times I'd watched it.
Yeah.
Kind of the same for, not the same, but kind of like that for Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. Like
Yeah, I can't remember who else. Not Katy Perry's.
Katy Perry's I liked.
Didn't watch it fully. I saw a dancing shark and went, no, I don't know.
A dancing
And Madonna's, I didn't even watch Madonna's that much either.
What?
Nah.
Madonna's was so good.
Nothing was going to beat a Madonna performance when after she was dragged down a flight of stairs on stage in like a kind of satanic ritual. That was like...
See, we have to keep watching Madonna's because that's when Madonna actually looked like a human.
I was gonna say just to black, yeah.
Unlike now when she looks like something that comes out of E.T. I'm like, what the fuck is?
Oh, I feel bad for him. It's like a fucking blown up party balloon.
It's her face though. She's the one who did it to her. Well, okay.
I'm sure she's got a great personality still.
Yeah, but how are you gonna pay attention to her personality when her face tilts down like that?
I just love that random stage she had on that stage of life she had on TikTok when she just was. I don't know how to explain it. It's like she was going through some sort of crisis.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she was either lip syncing her own songs or putting her ass on the screen. And I was like, yes, this is me.
Well, she had to lip sync her own songs. Gen Z doesn't know her songs. They had to they had to do some remix with some DJ who had to.
Yeah, I love when celebrities go through that random stage. And that's why I love TikTok now. The whole debate on whether who is she called? Britney Spears is still alive or not, or abducted somewhere.
Of course, Britney Spears just released a song.
Yeah, but have you saw all the conspiracy theories that are on TikTok now? Where it's like this one where she puts a hand over her face like that, and for a split second her eyes change colour or something. It's like a face filter on, and like she's dead. It's just someone pretending to be. I'm like, is it really?
That's the stupid shit. That's like the Justin Bieber lizard people like theory. Like no.
Oh, I hate that guy. I had a fight with that guy. Not physical. He is annoying. Can I run toilet really quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've downed a whole bottle of water while I've been talking to her. In fact, I'm going to take a bit more.
Oh god. Motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Work. So I'll just ask the next question before we stream off too much. So, what's the kinkiest thing you're into sexually?
Oh, I hate this question, especially when they ask it on stuff like Grindr and stuff. Like, what are you into? I don't know. I'll do anything. As long as it doesn't include certain bodily fluids, I'll do anything.
Wow. Okay.
How about you list them and I'll tell you if I've done it or not?
Well, okay. We'll start with the most vanilla then. Ass eating.
Yeah. Easy. Do it to myself.
Honestly, same. Like, actually, screw the list. I'll just say, like, this is the thing. Like, this is the kind of bitch I am now. I'm literally like with guys, especially on Grindr. I'm like, if you're not eating my ass, you're not fucking me. Like, point blank. Period.
Me.
What?
It's like I prefer it to be done to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's because you just said mostly that people consider you a bottom, so I figured that like you'd have it done to you mostly.
Yeah. I think I just must be really shit at advertising. Like, I'm just advertising the wrong thing out. Maybe with collabs though, I can show them that I'm actually at Twitch sides. I don't know if they have this. I don't know if I have the stamina for it though.
See, that's my number one thing in terms of like, as I said, if you want to fuck me, if you want me to suck your dick, you're eating my ass. Like, just I'm not someone who's like. There's some people who are like drop to their knees and just like suck dick. That's not me.
Me. Yeah, me.
Well, we've already established that.
I'm coming up soon on my content. You'll see a lot more.
Because I feel like you're going to be the person who, like, gets with the guy with a ginormous dick, and you're going to have, like, that angle of, like...
But it's there's on your face.
Yeah, where the dick's, like, right on your face. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, why not? Well, you're going to get that from the flatmate anyway. Huge. That's why I'm moving in. Don't know what other...
Okay, listen. I don't size shame only because of the fact that my ass is so huge. There's a certain point I say that's like you have to be above 6 inches, otherwise it ain't happening.
I just give him a warning first. I have one of them like things, you know what, that side of roller coaster rides, where it's like you have to be this tall to get in. It's like them for your dicks. Has to be this long to actually reach. No. Oh, I don't know if I've never done fisting. Oh, I like bondage and all kind of stuff.
But like you said that you fisted somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it on stage when we went to Gran Canaria, but that never happened.
What? You were gonna fist somebody on stage?
Well, I've always wanted to do one of them things. Have you saw him on Twitter where it's like all of the main porn stars are all on some random stage and then there's a crowd full of people, but they're all just like banging on stage. I want to know what that is and where it is, because one day I shall be there.
What kind of degenerate porn do you get into?
That's only what's allowed on Twitter. I've got other sites.
I've never heard of this. Like,
really? Oh, I'll send it you all. I've got loads. I've had a really big fascination with people with the most random shaped dildos recently. I don't know where that's come from. I think I followed just one person and now my whole Twitter is just someone with an octopus tentacle just going right at it. And I'm like, I'll stay and watch this. I don't know why. It's intriguing. I like to see how far it will go.
You're like that person who, like, at some point you've just watched so much porn that eventually you're gonna have to go to like the dark web and start watching like people start watching people kill each other. Like,
by the next interview, you'll be like, "Where are you at now with it?" Like, well, this week.
Actually, wait. I don't know. Have you seen the TikTok where it's like the like uber Christian guy who said like I have been like into LGBT and transgender porn and like murder porn. It's like
Oh no! I watched one. Oh, I didn't send me that.
yeah, I'll send that to you. It is so fucking funny watching it. Like
I saw one. It was only the other week I saw one, and it's this really. I mean, you can tell by how furious of a Christian is that it's just fake. But he's there. He's quite decent looking to give him that. But he's there and he's going, being gay is wrong and blah blah, screaming it. But then it just cuts to this gay guy eating his cereal, and he's like, "Yeah, I fucked this guy at the back of a 7-Eleven." I'm like, brilliant. But now that's every video that he puts up from now on, because that went so viral. People just put in the comments, "Do you remember doing this? Do you remember doing that?" It's like brilliant.
Well, see, the thing is, like, to that person I was talking about, there was a scene where he was talking with this one guy, and all the comments underneath were like, "This is the start of a Sean Cody video without the like actual porn." Like,
I don't get it. They're just get into gay porn. Do it. There's a niche for it. Horrible straight people shagging gay guys. I'm all up for it.
We'll see. There is this website, I will admit, called like Broke Straight Boys, where it's like,
oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, while I get my paper and pen, then I need to put this down. Yeah,
no, because like all of a sudden, like half the guys who have worked there all of a sudden come out as gay when they're done. It's like, duh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the acting is shit. Absolutely terrible. When you're watching that, you don't even need a gaydar to know that the guy who's straight is like. I've watched one on there before who was acting as the straight guy and like really short hair, and he was doing this. And I was like, gay. You're not getting paid for that. You're paying for it. Straight away. Oh,
gay.
In porn though, the acting is brilliant. It's so bad. I love it.
Of course it's bad.
But is it a thing that the actors are really bad at acting, or are they intentionally like, no, we need to make this as bad as possible?
Well, no, this is the thing. It's the script. Because, again, I will argue this, like, Brett Corrigan, for a great example. He has done bad acting in porn. You put him in a movie, he can actually act.
Is it still a taboo thing? Do, like, porn actors are they actually able to get into the film industry and stuff?
Well, yeah, because, like, I can literally name 3 films that Brent Corrigan has been in that have not been porn. One of them, as I said, was Truth, that I said before. He started Triple Cross, which is another movie he made. That was like, I will admit, that movie wasn't that good, but it was fun watching the sex scenes of him getting, like, fucked.
Yeah.
But, like,
maybe my career is definitely going to take off then. Today I'll be in, I don't know, some spoof of the gay porn. And then tomorrow I'll be in Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck it.
You're not going to be in a mainstream movie. No, you're going to be in an independent movie.
Oh, that shit then. I don't want it then. I watched a porn one the other day. I've gotten to the point where sometimes I have to watch the whatever bit you call that, like the first interval bit of it, the reason why they're about to shag. Because I'm just like, they're so badly acted and I love them so much. There was one the other day of 2 guys in a kitchen at the edge of this like table thing, and a woman. It wasn't the woman right in front of my salad. She's a legend, but it wasn't her. And she's preparing food, and she's like, "Oh shit, some of my stuff in the barbecue is going to be burning," while they're like bumming each other at the other edge. She walks past them. The aisle is this small, so she has to kind of like budge past them to go, and she doesn't notice it. Like, brilliant.
Well, one that you'd probably, granted, I stole it for free. I didn't pay for this, but like, there's this thing called Helix Academy. It's done by like Helix Studios.
I've heard of this.
Where like, it's basically a bunch of like Catholic boys who like sit there and like try and pretend like stuff, and then all of a sudden at one point like they're like getting fucked by the teacher, and like
Oh, that makes me think of the uncle one, and it's always that same lad who's like 22 but looks like he's bleeding 15.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate that so much. Have I ever told you about the one with the person who has a heart attack and dies?
What?
It was brilliant. It was a straight porn one. Oh, it was brilliant. It was like the guy. So it's the girlfriend's family. So the girl sat at the dining table with the dad, the mum, and the granddad. The guy's in the kitchen cooking everyone dinner, the boyfriend, but then comes to the table with a pizza in a takeaway box that he's just been cooking. So already the plot is wrong, and I'm already investigating why this is happening. then of course he opens the pizza box lid, and there's his knob in the middle of it. So,
of course.
Yeah. So granddad then has a heart attack, and then so he's keeling over on the table like dying, and then the mum and the dad pick him up and are like taking him to the hospital while having a go at the daughter, like, but she's just there. She's going for it. She's like, I can't believe you've done this. This was supposed to be a family dinner while they're carting on their granddad. And no ounce of sympathy for her dying granddad. She's like, right, let's do it on the table then. I'm like, Oscar winning. This is brilliant. I'll send you that.
Straight people are the worst. Like, honestly, I will say this, like, if it were up to gay people, you would not be allowed to rule anything. You all have terrible ideas.
No, they can't be trusted. Then again, I think we're the same. We just delude that, not in the way of the evilness and stuff that some of them have, but I think if we ruled the world, it would be worse. It'd be a world of bitches.
No, the only difference would be sex in public would be legal. Like,
is it not?
What? Is that a thing in the UK? Like, you're allowed to just like fuck each other in parks and like.
Well,
I'm talking about in public. I'm not talking about like going to the bathroom. I'm talking about like actually just like fucking in the park.
Oh yeah, no, it's illegal. You wouldn't be sat there with your family enjoying a nice picnic and then just see two people raw dogging it across the way. That's not gonna happen. I wish.
It's not what. Yeah. Of course, like, who hasn't done that? Like, I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to anyway. There was a park near my house where, like, if I couldn't host, I used to take guys, and they're like, we're not gonna get caught, are we? I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Like,
just stand behind the smallest tree ever going.
No, I used to like. There was a set of bleachers, like. Is that what they call them in the UK? Those things where like you sit like on them to watch like sporting events. They're made out of metal.
I think we just call them the stands, maybe.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, I used to take guys back there to like the one behind like the concession stand area at night, and like that's where I would go get fucked. Like,
oh, here it's all the woods or toilets or saunas.
Well, that's the same in America too. It's just I don't go to a gym and like.
Oh, that's the only reason why I've started. No, you don't see it over here anyway. It's like over here, it's family gyms. I mean, there's a lot of porn for it and everything. I think one of the only real places, I think I've told you before, one of the only proper places that we've gone cruising in and stuff is that the dunes in Gran Canaria.
Yeah.
So they've cracked down. I told you about that, didn't I?
Yes, you told me that last time.
The gays were killing a species of lizards. I still find that too funny. David Attenborough wouldn't, but I do. Ugh. What was we doing this for? Oh, it was kinks, wasn't it?
What?
This is how we got onto.
Yeah.
With me and you, I don't know how we get onto anything actually.
We don't. You don't have to know. Like, that's the great thing about doing this.
It starts with Joe Biden and ends with fisting.
Yeah. It's like it's my job to theoretically keep this on course, which I kind of have. So like, okay, so then I guess I'll ask this question: what's the craziest thing that's happened to you sexually?
Ooh. Fuck. Craziest thing. I don't know.
I have an answer for this, but I haven't technically done it. I've been asked to do it.
Yeah.
You want me to go ahead and say? You want me to go ahead and say it?
Yeah, because
I have had a couple people ask me to fart on their face before. Like,
I've never done that, but no, I'm not doing. So I would want that. I wouldn't want that. I was thinking crazy. What did you do it?
no, I haven't done it. And I'm like, my thing is, at least for me, it's like that means we're gonna have to like space out some time where I actually like prep to have sex, because I'm like
drinking large bottles of Coke and stuff.
Yes. It's not like you could just like go into that.
I've had them ones. I've had people asking if I could go around and like pee on them while they're in the bath and stuff. And I've had one person on Grindr once ask me if I could go and put my dirty underwear in the lockers. Like, told me what number it was going to be in. It was basically in a coach station where they have lockers in after you've been traveling. You can go and put your stuff in, asking if I can go and put my dirty like underwear in the lockers. He wasn't paying, so I didn't do it. But
oh, actually, wait, no, I take that back. I have mailed underwear to somebody before. I take that back. I have done that.
I'd do that, but I can't find any sites that let you do it. Because I need that cash. I wouldn't do it just for like just a sexual reason, because I would not turn me on. I'd be like, I'm sending you it so you can clean it and send it back to me, because that would be helpful.
Well, okay, I did that. I had more than one of these. That's why I didn't mind that. I sent somebody like they asked me to like do some stuff in like a thong, and like I had more than one of them, so I didn't mind sending it off. I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead.
That's why I have that picture of me in like the kind of fishnet suit on Instagram. That was when I had my last OnlyFans. Someone was like, "Can you do something in something that looks like that?" So I was like, "Yeah, all right." Amazon, got it. Then put it up, and then just started posting with it. I think one of the weirder ones is when we went to Gran Canaria. There's like a cruising club called Bunker, and it's on like 3 levels. And the very top level is all like that kind of camouflage netting. And me and flatmate was in there walking around trying to find someone, and then there was someone in like one of them lion tub baths just in the middle with like 10 guys around him all just peeing into the bath. I was like, ooh.
Wow.
That was very strange to see. Or when we went to Paris and we was in like the dark in Paris, or in Europe even, a lot of the bars all have like a dark room bit downstairs. I remember. Yeah, I'd love that here.
Well, first of all, don't the clubs in that part of Europe also have places where people can like fuck?
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's why I love Gran Canaria so much. You'd be having a beer one minute and then a blowjob the next.
I used to have a place. There used to be a place like that in my state. It closed down during the pandemic, but like
it was. Is that not a thing in America?
What dark rooms?
Like dark rooms in bars?
Certain bars. They're usually older.
Because I see a lot of what do you call it as well on Twitter, obviously. Like a lot of the parades in America, and people are just like having sex in the middle of the street. And I'm like, UK's so boring. I want to go there so bad.
Well, see, the problem is now that kind of stuff has ended in America because of the conservatives going after gay people. Like they can't like
stuff.
Like there was some person who talked about like Pride and how they didn't want kids there. I'm like, I don't want kids at Pride anyway. Like
that's the last thing that we want at them places.
Like yes, get your life. Let your kids go see gay people. Yeah. Let them see them. Like honestly, have like the first hour be for kids.
Yeah.
And then like tell them to get the fuck out of there.
I warn people of that at my work. They're like, oh, maybe we'll come because we have one in Manchester around end of August, our bank holiday time. And we have one then. And like, oh, we'll come and meet you when we're there and we'll like bring the kids on. I'm like, no, please don't. I don't want you there. Thank you very much. Because I will have nothing covering my ass. I will be parading up and down the street and spending a lot of time in the Portaloos. So do not bring your kids over. Do not want them there. Or yourselves.
Well, okay, this is what I want to know. I think it's one of the questions I have. So,
Uh-oh.
is Pride celebrated at like the same time of year as it is in America and the UK?
No, it's all scattered. So, like, there's basically, well, kind of, there's a Pride going on at some point, nearly kind of throughout the year. Like, Manchester will have one, then Birmingham will, Brighton will, then London will, Newcastle. Newcastle's one's on right now. So there's kind of nearly always a Pride going on.
Well, that's because, like, and by the way, you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, it was never illegal to be gay in the UK, right?
Very far back, yeah, I think.
Oh, okay, so it was. Like, that was...
Yeah, my gay history is shite.
How dare you?
I know. It extends to when I was born, and then here we are. No, I know a little bit.
You've never met with an old gay person who's talked to you about any of this? No, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? You're hot. Who am I kidding? You're a hot guy. You usually go to the bar and get fucked. You know, you're not like me.
Well, do you know what? I'm really sociable as well. I will meet with them. They don't talk about it as much here. This is one thing that I've noticed through social media as well. It's like, it's not even just the gay side of things. Like, in Britain, they don't really talk about differences at all. I don't know what the word is. Jesus, I'm tired. Like, do you know, like in America, when I see on social media, there's like so much talk about race and everything like that and culture and stuff. It's not talked about, but not to the extent that it is in America. Like, I've watched... Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I watched them videos of, do you know, people that have lived in America for all life, but now living in London. And like, they turn around and they're shocked because in some parts of America, we'll introduce ourselves with our sexuality and stuff and before name and sometimes like that. She's like, yeah, we just don't really talk about it. It's like, oh, you guys, yeah, done. Finished.
Well, that's because until recently... you wouldn't want to talk about your history because then people could bring up the Queen.
Yeah. Yeah, bad.
Who literally like owns black people for like...
Yeah, and now we've got a toad. We've replaced one thing with another now. A decrepit toad. He's like Joe Biden. Joe Biden's the UK. She's just falling to pieces in front of us.
But Joe Biden actually theoretically has power. Like,
yeah.
Like, the king doesn't have power, right? From what I understand.
That's what I tried to like teach people because I work with people that like teach them about life and stuff like that. And when we're talking about the like royals and stuff, like they actually have next to no power at all. Like even down to the possessions that they have, they don't fully really own it. But
no, like
way back when, yeah, of course they ruled over the UK. However, now,
like theoretically, your royals are like the Kardashians, right? Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Except it's like they've lost the main character now that Lizzie's dead. Like no one tunes in anymore.
Well, I've never tuned in. That's one of those things where like people in America like all the time used to watch stuff. Like this is the thing. I only watch gay reality shows.
Oh, I'd love to. There's that news. There's streaming service on that does like gay. There's a Go Boy series out at the minute.
Yeah, go for the gold. Yeah,
I want to watch that. I've not watched any of it.
It's great. One of my interviews, Kirby LaBrea, he's one of the contestants on this.
Right, I'm watching that.
Yeah, I've interviewed him. He's so nice.
Because it looks like a show as well where they don't put. No, they do put thought into like body types and stuff.
Yeah,
not all just your.
Well, okay.
Warriors.
Well, you used to follow Rico, right?
Yes, think so.
Rico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we spoke about it,
Yeah.
didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Rico was the winner of season 1
Oh, right, okay.
of that show. That's why I interviewed him. Like after he
Yeah,
won.
I lost a lot after that.
I know you lost. You lost everybody.
Yeah, but then it's been really hard to get them back because obviously there was so many. It's impossible to remember them all. So yeah, there's no chance.
See, that's why I can't get hacked. Because like now that I'm an interviewer, I actually have famous people on my Instagram that like.
It's ridiculous. I've made the is it commitment? I've made the oath now that once this Instagram goes, which it will, I'm just going to stick to Twitter then. My Instagram's going to be gone for good.
Why do you think it's going to go again?
But I've already, like I said, I've already received reports just today alone. So I think on my little list, I've got 5 things that they won't give back. They said, no, you've gone too far with that. And they weren't even that bad.
See, it's almost weird. It's like, what can you post and what can't you? Well, actually, I take that back. I know what you can't post, like, because I've actually gotten into trouble on TikTok before.
Really? Oh, I say I don't do that. I don't. I only use TikTok to watch people.
Well, there was one like performance vid I did of myself where I was like singing a song and then like towards the end I was like twerking and I got in trouble for that.
Oh my god! Really?
They took it off. I'm like, seriously?
The amount of stuff that I've seen on there, though, like some of the trends that they brought out, I'm like, twerking is nothing. It's like on Instagram now. I literally seen one of the porn stars recently, just with his full naked body in a doggy position and twerking for the camera, and that's still there. But my bulge pit gets took down. Oh, I'm drinking way too much water. Oh god. Yeah, no, I'm not destined to have an Instagram. That's going to be gone soon. I know it.
You have to keep your Instagram. You gotta promote. But if you're gonna have an OnlyFans, you're gonna have to promote it.
The Twitter's going so well, though.
You gotta have. Trust me, you gotta have both. Like,
yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll just put fully clothed stuff up from now on.
Well, no, it's like.
I think Instagram should be fully clothed. Twitter should be semi-naked. OnlyFans should be completely naked.
That's not true.
It's the only way I'm going to survive.
Well, okay. Here's just proof. Like, okay, on Instagram, like I famously don't wear pants anymore.
Right.
In drag, so like I haven't gotten in trouble. I literally had my legs out yesterday. Like I had my legs out in heels. Like
I think the thing with me though is that it's not Instagram automatically finding stuff and saying I'm going against guidelines, because like the stuff that they've deleted today was from weeks and weeks ago. Yeah, I think it's literally these people on there that don't like me. And give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll only be a minute.
Okay.
What's that? I don't know. I've only been on for about not that long. About a few bits. Yeah, sorry. I don't think it's people. I don't think it's Instagram finding my pictures and going, "Oh, you got nudity on." I think it's literally what I've had the whole way through all of my Instagrams. I think it's people that just generally don't like me. And I like report.
Okay, I'm gonna say this for later when I post this on YouTube when people watch this. Stop reporting my friends' shit. Like,
it's so crap. Because I've got you on there. I mean, I'll always be able to find you no matter what. I've got like
Well,
really, really good people on there, and I know I had people on there as well that I've lost now, and I can't
well,
remember the names.
yeah. Here's the thing. Just don't. Here's my thing about Twitter. Don't verify yourself on Twitter, because now
Oh right,
when
yeah, no, I won't.
because now when people verify themselves, you can't message them.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
oh no.
tried. I've tried. That's why, like, fucking Elon Musk is literally taking away my way of getting people on this fucking podcast. Son of a
I need
bitch.
to get better with both, because like me in the past, I was really good with replying to messages off of people,
Yeah.
especially on Instagram. But now I'm terrible. I've got people on there that have been messaged me like 3 days ago. Someone had a go at me the other day because of it, and I'm like, I can't physically keep up with everything. I still don't think I've replied to one person on Twitter yet. I've had it for a month.
Well, let me put it this way: the only person you need to reply to is me, because I'll give you publicity.
I always make sure I reply to you
Yeah,
anyway.
thank
Thank
you.
you
I'm
all
just
of
kidding. Like, literally, that's why when all these like OnlyFans content creators and shit don't reply to me, it's like, dumbasses. I'm giving you a free platform.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, you are really progressive with it as well. Like, I don't doubt at some point you are going to have full-on chat show and stuff. Which is
Thank
hilarious.
you.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
I can't wait. I'll co-host with you.
See, work. I would love to do that. Well, okay. Let me put it this way. Let's put it this way. HBO,
Yeah.
like put bitches on, like, because let's get real. We're not going to be able to be on cable TV. They'll have to edit out half the show.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Because
I'm
I'm
going to go
not.
on for 2 hours as well. We're going to get 20 minutes of material.
Well, that's my thing. That's why, like, I love doing long form.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love, actually, especially now. Now I've literally given most people like hour and a half slots, and they're like, why are we doing? I'm like, I don't have 90 minutes. I'm like, it's not 90 minutes for you. It's because I don't know how to shut the fuck up, and I know I'm going to go longer than 90 minutes. Like,
what it's like with our last one. I was like, oh, we've only been talking for about an hour, and then we looked at it. I'm sure it's like 3 hours.
it was about 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds about right with us. The thing is, tonight I've actually got a job to do tomorrow, so I can't go crazy tonight.
No, I'll promise we'll keep it. Whoa. Anyone who's watching, we're not going to go longer than 2 hours, I promise.
We say that, but...
Well, because here's the thing. Like, you have to go to bed at some point. I don't mind, because, like, it's 6 o'clock at night where I am. Like,
yeah. It's like, it's just gone 11 here now. And then I have to be in there tomorrow at about 7:30. And that's for 24 hours. So
you're not off till what, 7 p.m.? Or no, 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, 7 a.m. So yeah, 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next day.
Oh no,
awful. I used to love it. Now I hate it.
You used to love that? What?
Because it's not. When I say job, it's not fully like being in an office or anything. I only work 10 days of the month because I'm going in there for 24-hour shifts. And sometimes I do stretch myself and do 48 hours and stuff. But it's not like an office. It's just like a house and everything. You go in, assist people, and then you leave the next day. But still, I'd rather...
that's why you're going to have time to do OnlyFans. I'm like, if you're only working 10 days out of the month, like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's going to be lots on there. When I've done my... bio today for it, I've put like, oh, the content will be tailor-made for you. So I'm hoping that loads of people are like, do this video, and give me some inspiration.
See, I will say this, I have never subscribed to an OnlyFans content creator. I might subscribe to yours. Like,
thank you.
You're welcome.
The thing is with OnlyFans with me is because people have said so far, they're like, why would you go into that? It's like, it's dying, it's a dead app, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I know that anyway. I used to have one. I used to have really good following on it. The thing is that I don't see it as a sole earner of money. I see it as people that do like me and have been following me for a long time. I see it as more as a support thing rather than make millions off of it. I know some people do.
Wait, is it dying? Really?
That's what people have been saying.
I feel like everybody has OnlyFans. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
well, everyone excluding me, but it's just like,
But you could do podcasts on it.
here's my thing. Like, this is what I honestly look at. I'm gonna need a sponsorship from somebody because let's get real. I'm never gonna be appropriate enough for Twitch to pay me.
No, that's true.
Like, that's why when people say like, do you avoid saying this, and this? I'm like, no. Jeff Bezos doesn't pay me a fucking thing to do this. Like, I'm gonna say whatever I want.
I'm dead scared of actually starting Twitch because I know I'm gonna have it for a week, and then it'll just be guidelines.
Well, no. As long as you don't get paid for it, you don't get in trouble.
Oh, really?
You can say whatever you want as long as you're not like making money off of Twitch.
Yeah, I'm going to be full on. I've already bought all the equipment for it. It's not time to start yet because I'm also starting a clothing company, so it's non-stop.
What? You're starting a clothing line?
Well, yeah. So basically, they got the 24-hour shifts. Then I come back to do content, which I know people are like, "Oh, you're just filming something." It takes a lot out of your day because you're filming it, editing it, and then blah blah blah. And then, doing a load of designs for a clothing label. It was JTR. And then, then all the social media side of things, which in itself is a job because the amount of... It's not just putting a picture up. It is literally communicating with everyone that's on there, and there's tons.
You believe me, you do not have to tell me anything. Literally this morning... Before I went to the movies, as I was telling you before, I was messaging people pretty much all morning trying to get somebody to respond because, like, it's like the reason why I've gone okay. The last interview I did before this one was July 6th, and that's not by choice. I can't get guests. Like,
that's crazy. I'll give you a list of everyone that I know. I know some bloody amazing people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give them your info.
No, as I posted it to my story. I'm like, look, if you want to be interviewed, DM me. I don't care. Like, I'll do. Yeah, send me a list of people. I don't care. Like,
definitely. They're all lovely as well. Like, I genuinely, once I have someone, will try my best to. It becomes impossible. Like the last one was at like nearly 10K or something. It always gets around that mark before it gets deleted. So actually, because I make an oath to try and message absolutely everyone back. But recently, it's just been 3 days later. It's been like, so sorry I didn't get to your last message, and then like thanking them for liking something or something like that. But I can't not. I don't like creators that. I get it. It's hard when they've got a massive following, but I don't like creators that just put some up and then ignore the people that are putting time and effort into them.
Well, see, the massive following I get, that's why, like, the people, but, like, if you're at 5,000 followers, you're not that busy. Like, and not only that, at 5,000 followers, you're not having people reaching out to you, asking you to do interviews. Like, that's not happening. I know that for a fact. That's why I've gotten people who are, like, smaller, but like even those I can't get to respond back to me. Like,
that's weird. I mean, I do it just because I think that you're fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
I just like being here anyway.
Yeah,
you are right. Like that is getting them out there to people that haven't seen them before, no matter how big the following is or anything like that. You do it's more notice for you, whatever the word is.
Yeah, I mean, there have been people. Let me put it this way. I had somebody whose notoriety was they were getting liked and commented by a closeted lieutenant governor in this area who was a Republican.
Nice. I like where this is going.
Motherfucker wanted me to pay him $100 to come on here and talk. I deleted the message. I'm like, nobody cares about you other than the fact of this story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you are
highs off it, or whatever the word is.
Like, he was a musician. His music is trash. No one's ever going to like buy his fucking music. He can't sing.
Brilliant.
I'll say his name on here. He doesn't follow me, so I don't fucking care. Franklin Superstar, your music's fucking trash. Nobody's gonna buy it.
I've never listened to it. That's rude. Not you. That's rude to do that.
Yeah. It's like, that's why I've had somebody with like 19,000 followers who's in my area say that same thing to me. It's like, I don't do interviews for free, and my response is, in my head, it's like, I've interviewed fucking Prince Joshua and Onyx, who both have double the following of you, and I didn't pay them a damn fucking thing to be here. Like,
yeah, absolutely. It's nothing out of your day. It's absolutely this time that, and the thing is with you as well, you always work around people. Like yesterday,
absolutely.
Make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I completely forgot about. Obviously, we were supposed to do it yesterday. Completely forgot that I had to help that drag queen out.
Yeah.
However, you wasn't there going, hang on, we put this in place, and you're fucking around. It was like, okay, we'll reschedule. Not a problem. And then we ended up doing it tonight.
That's how. Yeah, that's literally how I am. Like, I am very like easy with that because I want people to come on. Like, and you can't act diva about it and be like, oh well, I've interviewed this person, I've interviewed this person, like I've interviewed these no, it's like I am still out here hustling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to like.
Thing is, once you do have your own bleeding, your whole empire with it and everything, they'll probably be messaging you then. Be like, oh, remember this time? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to be like that. It's no time out of your life. You're literally just doing this for, like, I'm here now having a laugh and joke.
Yeah.
Why? Why should you pay me for that? I don't.
Well, here's my thing. It's like, especially, maybe not this one, because, well, you're on your third time, so I feel like I've told you everything about me at this point. Like, but it's like, I open up to guests so much, like, and my reason for doing that is because, like, I get people here in all different kinds of stages of nervousness.
Yeah,
and it's my job as the host to like sit there and I'll be like, relax. This is going to be more like a conversation. This isn't going to be like an interrogation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see that side of you as well, because it's not stuff that the majority of interviewers do.
No.
Like, it's nice to have people thinking, oh, this is just a friendly conversation. We're just here gas bagging and everything. Whereas, like, obviously me and you, I don't know what this is that we do. I enjoy it. This
is theoretically, it's kind of an interview. I like. Well, here's the problem. I need to go like more than like 3 months without talking to you again, which is why definitely. That's the problem. Like,
that's what this is, isn't it? It's basically a catch up where we let people eavesdrop and just find out what we're talking about. Oh, I love it. I was worried about this one though, not in a nervous or anything way. I was like, I don't know if anything's happened since the last time we spoke.
Well, that's why I theoretically have some questions in here. Like, what's
my favorite color?
No.
Oh, I'm not drinking anymore.
Well, okay. Actually, wait. I was gonna say, would you ever have sex in front of a crowd? But I think you already answered that.
Yeah.
I called it in the name of art. You would just have sex in front of a crowd to fucking just say, I fuck somebody in a crowd.
There you go. Already have multiple times.
Okay, so is the U.S. as politically correct or is the UK as politically correct as the U.S.?
Nah.
I didn't think so.
Nah. Definitely not. Wait, what do you mean by politically? I can't say it. Fuck.
Politically correct?
Yeah, I normally can say it. I'm not.
Okay.
It's just because it's late. Yeah, what do you mean?
It's because he's actually sober for this interview.
Yeah.
As in, okay, let me put it this way: you don't go around like calling black people the N word, do you? Like,
Oh God, no, 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 definitely not. Well, like God, like I said before, it's thingy though. Over here, it's talked about a lot less than people would think. Like sometimes people are. But have you saw that whole thing that's gone on recently with Soja? I love Soja so much. She's fucking amazing. She's a TikToker, massive following. I've followed her since the day that I got on there. She's brilliant. But she picked up on this debate about the British saying for takeaways, I'm going for a Chinese. And it was like, and a load of Americans was like, that is massively racist. Whereas the British over here was going, no, it means a Chinese takeaway. We've just shortened it so that like we would say we're going out for a Mexican or we're going out for Italian and everything.
wait. Oh,
you don't know about this?
No. Say it again. I want to hear what.
So basically, there was a woman. I think it was a woman. Yeah. Anyway, she was unwrapping her takeaway, and it was a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
But she didn't use the word takeaway. Like in Britain, we're also extremely lazy. So
Yeah.
Cut out words, cut out
Right.
symbols, everything.
Right.
So if you're saying you're going for a certain type of takeaway here and it's from a certain type of culture or place in the world, blah blah, you don't say I'm going for takeaway. You just say like I'm going for a Chinese or I'm going for.
Oh, okay.
And literally, there were people online going, "What? They're going to eat a Chinese person?" Oh wow! But it was seen as massively racist, and then you had like British Chinese people who were like, "No, it's just what we say here." So
see, like, I don't see. First of all, it's like clearly everyone's idiots if they think that the whole country is like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like,
yeah,
you're just gonna eat fucking people. Like,
yeah, absolutely. It started off a massive like thing where it was literally there was a person who was like, it was a TikTok. It was obviously a joke. It was like, right, I'm going out for a Chinese, and then it would cut to the next scene where they have the bag, which the food would be in. But when they unraveled the bag, their friend had the head in it. It was just like, it was obviously a Chinese person that went, hi, like that. And it's like, it was awful. But yeah, we don't put there will be people. There's people everywhere.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think the British put as much emphasis onto what culture you come from, what sexuality you are. It's just there in front of you.
Let me put it this way. Okay, so at Disney World, they just recently closed a ride to like remodel it because basically the ride was called Splash Mountain. It was basically a celebration of like the happiness of people being slaves.
Oh right.
And there were white white conservative people who were like, no, they're trying to take away the integrity of the ride. It's like, no, they're trying to make it less racist. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
We do have them people. Yeah, it's mainly the older people. My God, yeah, we do have that. You get that saying, like even someone in my work said it was like, when you talk about gays and everything, it's like, wasn't like this back in our day. I'm like, no, it was. It's just we was a lot more quiet back in your days about it. Now we can actually speak up and we've got a voice over it.
Well, yeah, it's like back in your day, Gramps, we had to use like handkerchiefs to let people know like what the fuck we. Actually, wait, was that a thing in the UK?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'd love to thought that. Obviously, we do use it more in like the leather fashion now, isn't it? Where you wear a certain type of color leather.
Really? Work?
Yeah, that's in America too, surely.
What, certain color leather?
Yeah. So you'll have, well, it'll be like you'll wear your leather outfits and stuff, but it'll have like a certain color trim. So you've got red for fisting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh God, I thought that went in America then.
No, I thought you were talking about like different color leathers. I'm like,
oh no,
like people wearing like green leather. I'm like, that's not a thing in America.
No, I don't think that's a thing in general, is it?
I don't know. Maybe I just gave somebody some fashionista an idea. Listen, if you're stealing my idea, you better fucking pay me for it.
No, trademark. Oh, that's what I've got into doing though. I've started designing dog masks and pig masks and stuff.
Yeah, okay, so I feel like your fashion line isn't going to actually be like actual clothes. It's going to be like, what?
Yeah, definitely. But I'm doing it, and I know this sounds like it's not inclusive, because it's not. It's going to be more tailored towards the LGBT community. And it's just literally going to be a site, primarily, I've not had a drink, of gay clothes.
Well, first of all, it's not like you're going to get me to sit here and be like, oh no, you have to be inclusive to the straight people.
You bastard. Yeah, no.
I had this argument with somebody. It's like, well, not this argument. I had this conversation of like, when people talk about like straight people, when there's like, why is there no straight pride? I'm like, you own the fucking world.
I know. Yeah.
You don't need a pride. Guess what straight day is? It's called fucking Tuesday. Like,
yeah. Oh, someone said that once, and it was like, you do have a straight pride, whatever it was. It's Christmas. Oh, and I just broke down in tears laughing. But it's like, yeah, you haven't been.
Well, first of all, that's not even for straight people anymore. Like,
yeah.
No, we've taken over Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween is ours, and we are never giving that back. That's my time of year.
Yeah, because let's put it this way: Halloween is for children, women that dress like sluts, and fags. Like that's literally.
yeah. That is it. And now it's fags that dress like sluts as well.
And yeah, too.
I love it.
And you have the like high school or jock guys who are like, I wore my football uniform. It's my costume. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I do ugly. I always do ugly because I'm like,
what?
I'm a horror person. Yeah. So you'll have the guys that come out and they're the lumberjacks and they're bleeding in the new Spider-Man costumes that everyone's doing, where it's just like a literal zip up onesie thing that shows you bulge everything, and I'm there like fucking Toad in the background. I'm like, because I want to be scary.
See, I would have figured you would have been like the slutty nurse who's like literally just wearing like a G-string, and like nurse is like.
No, I chuck the ugly teeth in. Fucking yeah, you can't recognize who I am when I'm doing it. I go all out. I've never done a sexy one.
Why not? You could. Well, okay. Actually, you don't need to wear a sexy costume because you can wear a sexy costume every day.
Ah. That's just because that's the filters. You just what do you mean? In the morning. I think that's why my roommate wants to just stay a roommate. Don't want to pursue it any further.
That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit. That is literally such fucking bullshit.
You was lost for words then, weren't you? It was like that long silence.
It is. I literally have to put on makeup to be like this mediocre. I'm just kidding. No. It's a joke. It's a joke, everyone. I had to go through shit, but I am more confident about myself now than ever.
Oh God, no! I still say I'm one of them. I always look and be like, "Oh, you look like shit, you today." But that's because I don't make an effort on most days. What's the point?
So, okay, so here's my next question. Obviously, of course, you probably have done this. Have you ever suffered with body insecurities?
Yeah, doing it right now. That's why I started the gym. But the thing is, I eat a load of shit, so I don't have a right to, at the minute, to be. I'm always bloated, and I'm like, why? Why is this me? And then I remember about the full-on pizza I just ate with chips drizzled in cheese and everything. I'm like, oh, maybe that's the reason why.
But doesn't it like all go to your ass? Like, no, probably not.
No, yeah, a lot of it does. That's one of the main questions I get on Instagram as well. People turn around and they're like, how do you get your ass in that shape? I'm like, food. What do you want me to tell you? What? No.
See, I hate that. Like, the one thing is, I wish it would just all go to my ass. I hate the fact that I have like a stomach, but like,
It fully went to my ass in early 20s, and then now that I've reached end of 20s nearly, now it's like, oh, I'm going to distribute this to your stomach as well. But no, I don't fucking want that. Keep it. So now I have to watch because the stomach was growing at one point. It's like I have to actually start taking care of myself, which is ridiculous.
well, you're one of the stereotypical gays. Just do cocaine. Like,
Too expensive though.
did I say you had to buy the cocaine? No.
How else?
Hook up with somebody who has cocaine and steal theirs.
To be fair, yeah. You can go anywhere around the UK now, and any gay has got it in the bars. So yeah, you're probably right there. If there's
Actually,
any gays out there,
actually, no. Actually,
oh,
I'm thinking. Do they have the lacing problems that we have in the U.S.?
I wouldn't know.
Well, okay. Okay, does the UK have problems with fentanyl being in everything?
No, I don't think.
Okay, because that's like a big thing in the US. Like literally almost every drug out there, like cocaine, heroin, crack,
Yeah.
they're all laced with fentanyl. So if you take like the wrong amount,
Yeah.
you'll die.
Oh shit! No, I've not heard of that here. Not yet. Anyway, I know they got like petrol in it and stuff, but
Because that's like a big thing. Like almost every drug, like except for like weed, I think is like laced with it.
yeah. I just see people getting absolute crazy off of the stuff that they take on nights out. I bloody love it when I see an absolute nutter off the face on coke. I get to make fun out of them. I couldn't. You've seen the amount of time, how long I can talk for now. Could you imagine if I did that? It would be going on for about an extra 10 hours.
Theoretically, you can. On Twitch, you can go hours.
Yeah. That's what my job is as well, really. So I guess I can. I do a good 16 hours of talking in work.
So, like, how are breaks worked when you like work 24 hours?
We don't actually get them.
What?
Well, because it's in a house environment, you're kind of not entitled to a break because you're just in a house kind of thing. So basically, what I'll do is I'll start at 7:30 in the morning. I'll try my best to get all the computer work done at the start, but it's impossible. So I'll be doing computer work while looking after people, while sorting people's lives out, all the way through the night. And then hopefully, if they let me sleep during the night, I'll get to bed at about 11. But that's very rare. Normally, I'm up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I have a few hours sleep, and then I'm up and I go home. It's draining.
Okay, this is going to be me telling you, boo. I'm going to be honest with you. You got to get yourself a new job because once you get into your 30s, you're not going to be able to bounce back, and then you're going to have to start injecting filler into your face to look young.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I'll get out of it soon. When OnlyFans takes off, I'll get out of it.
Well, this is the thing. If you're theoretically a fashion designer, an OnlyFans content creator, and you said you want to start streaming on Twitch and gaming, that's literally 3 jobs right there. One of those should be making you enough money to where you don't have to work a real job.
It'd be easy. Oh, I say easy. It'll be. I can see how I can juggle that as well, because I know it's only 10 shifts at this place, but with them being 24-hour shifts, it's really hard to juggle that with all of the social media that I do. So
that's the thing. Oh yeah, and social media. That's 4 things right there.
Yeah.
I theoretically only have 2 jobs other than my working. One of them's doing music, and then one of them's obviously doing this. Like,
yeah,
I was doing a political show at one point, but I had to stop doing it because I got too busy doing this. Like,
yeah. When I make it big, which I will, because I will make it my mission to, I will set up our own show.
Yeah.
We'll make a thing, we'll become the top of them, top interviewers.
Yeah. See, here's gonna when people ask like when somebody asks me who's my host, this is probably gonna be my host, like because this is the only person who wants to actually like do this with me, like.
Oh God, yeah, all the time. I'll always make time for you.
Yeah.
I love that. Definitely, and also because you've been amazing in taking me out of my comfort zone, kind of thing as well. I know a lot of people be like, it's just a conversation, but I don't do videos. Sorry, well, everyone's seen it. I don't do videos, especially with my bleeding voice in it. But you've managed to get that out of me, so I will make sure I always have the time of day for you. I love you.
Well, of course. Love you too. Because this is the thing. I don't know. This is me being an American. Like,
yeah.
Americans stereotypically find British accents on people very sexy. I don't know why that is.
They won't do that with mine, though.
I think your voice is hot. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Really? Ask any other British person. If you get another British person on soon, say, if you watch that interview with Mr. Potts, what's his voice like? They'll go, disgusting. It's hanging.
Well, no, I've been trying to get an interview with another British person. He literally messaged me like we were supposed to do the interview. Like he said he couldn't get the link to work, and then he never got back to me. I'm like,
oh, brilliant. I'll find some. I've got quite a few British people on my thing, but mainly my following is American now. So, but I'll find them.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I don't mind doing stuff. I need people who don't mind doing stuff late at night because, like, granted, this is midday with like me.
Yeah.
But like for you, this is nighttime. Like, I know as soon as we're done, you're probably gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. Or drink. No, I'm gonna go sleep.
It's what? It's 11 p.m. You need to go to. It's 11:30, right? 12.
Yeah, basically. So I think.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I'm only gonna have like another few more minutes.
Yeah, I know. You see, look, you said 2 hours. We'll end the stream. I'll talk to you for like 10 minutes, and then I'll let you go to sleep.
Aw. See, this is the thing. I don't notice how long I talk to you for. We just go on and go on.
Because that's literally how it's supposed to be. Like,
yeah.
Like, I would say in terms of like people where like there's been no like awkwardness pauses. Literally, you and DeMilo are the only two people where it's like there's been no awkward pauses. Like,
no.
With some people, it's like I feel like I have to like force.
I need to learn to stop talking over you, which I've literally just done as I was saying that.
No. I was pausing. Let you. I have to pause. This is the thing. I'm trying to like. We're gonna keep talking because I'm gonna go the full 2 hours. So like.
yeah, definitely.
So I got 2 more minutes. I can talk for 2 more minutes. The thing is, like, when I'm sitting here, like, I feel like by the time I usually get to like second, third interview with people, at that point you should be comfortable enough with me that like I don't have to like do the thing because I've because I've also interviewed people for the first time. Like that's and that's nerve-wracking. Like, well, okay.
I mean,
well, you
third one, and I've ran off to have a piss on you twice. So
not a problem.
I wouldn't have done that on the first one.
Well, this is the thing. Like, this was the thing. Before I had interviewed you the first time, you'd never been interviewed by anybody, right?
No, never.
Yeah, so like,
I remember. What I say, I remember it was like a few months ago. I remember sitting there because we did it well in advance, didn't we? It was like a week to 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
I was shitting myself the whole way through, which is British of saying I was scared. I was there going, oh my God, this is going to be awful. This is going to be awful. I'm going to say something that's going to come across as homophobic and stuff like that. Everything was going through my head. And now, yeah.
Well,
what the presidents and everything.
Well, no. Now we're at the point where like I've said shit.
Oh no! Ah! All right.
Oh shit.
No, there you go.
Yeah. Now we're switching positions. This happens sometimes. I feel like that happens like once I get closer to 2 hours. I just have like that awkward.
Oh, I thought you left.
No,
I was like, shit, it's been 2 hours. All right, bye.
no. I have to end the stream. Like I have to. What I'm just gonna say. What am I gonna say? Like, bye, motherfuckers. Like this is the end of this stream. No. Anyway, now that we're at 2 hours. With that being said.
Yeah.
It's been great interviewing you. As I said, we'll talk for a few minutes. We'll talk for a few minutes after this is done. But anyway, with that being said, this is Gay Out the City. I'm your host, Prince Electro Diamond, and I hope you've enjoyed.